Oh, hello, viewers. It looks like Ben's reading his magazine. I'll let him carry on doing that because I'm going to read my Madonna magazine because he's giving me a quiz about Madonna. Oh, hello, Ben. How you
Oh,
doing?
Philster,
I'm fine,
how's
thanks. Yeah, how are you doing?
how's it going?
Oh, not
Guess what
bad
I'm
at
doing
all.
today, Philster?
Are you wearing groovy orange shades and acting
Yeah,
like
because I wanted to look like an
somebody?
absolute tool.
What do you look like, a character from a Quentin Tarantino movie or something?
Well, what I thought is because I have decided today to do you a Madonna quiz. I thought I'd try and make myself look, groovy.
Yeah, you're definitely into the groove there. Yeah.
I'm into something. But look at them; they're ridiculous, aren't they? Look at that.
Where did you get those from?
I can't remember. I think I bought them as a gaff. I don't think I bought them. I mean, they've got gold rims on them. It's like a rapper's car.
They're growing on me. I think you should keep them on for the
It's a
quiz.
little bit off-putting, really, because we've chosen a new streaming platform to trial, and I've realised that the camera's in reverse. I'm moving them to my left, and they're going to the right on my screen, and it's weirding me out. I don't know where to look, Phil.
Yeah, the other one didn't do that, did it?
No. So, but I might just wear these the whole show. What do you reckon?
Go for it.
Okay. Well, I look like a plonker.
So, well, I mean, that's taken as a given, isn't it, really? So, yeah, viewers, we are worshipping at the altar of Madge.
Madonna.
This is in honor of the fact that she's just performed a concert to allegedly 1.6 million people in Rio.
Phil literally had a meltdown, didn't you? Because you weren't one of them.
It's I've I've got a I don't want to pour cold water on it, but I'm sure that there may well have been 1.6 million people. Do you remember?
Imagine the queue for the toilets.
Do you remember when I saw a clip on YouTube of whether people were gathering for it, and there seemed to be like near the stage, there was one portaloo.
Yeah, that's going to be
There
a
must
messy day, isn't it?
there must have been some more, surely, but
Well, there's the
um,
sea. Just you know,
I don't know how they count these people because did you hear the thing about Central Park in New York? I'm going off topic here a little bit here, but they had, I think, I'm trying to think. Simon and Garfunkel did a concert in Central Park in the early '80s, and there was a acclaimed audience for that on the Great Lawn in Central Park of, I think it was 300,000 people, right? And then Diana Ross did one that was a free concert, and then that was
one person went, and that was Diana
that
Ross.
that was supposed to be that was a massive crowd. And I think there was a big claim made for that. And then Paul Simon did another one in the early '90s, where I think it was claimed that 600,000 people went to Central Park. And then there was one by Garth Brooks in the '90s. Do you remember when Garth Brooks was the massive country crossover star?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they claimed, I think, that he'd had 750,000 people. But then a few years ago, I think it was around 2020, there was a political group wanting to do a demonstration, and I can't remember what it was about now. It may have been, I don't know, it was Black Lives Matter or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, they wanted to do this demonstration, and they weren't given a license to do it. And they went to court saying that they'd been discriminated against because it was political. They claimed First Amendment, and they said, because I think the authorities had tried to say it could damage the grass or damage the
Yeah,
lawn.
yeah.
And they said, well, he'd allowed all these concerts before, so why can't we do this? So in the end, there was a concert that took place there. And I can't remember which act it was, but it was one where it was ticketed and everybody was clicked in. And I think the number of people was about 48,000, and it filled that lawn area. And it now looks as though all those estimates that were made before were exaggerated by up to about 10 times.
Not like Americans to do that, was it? Donald Trump slightly exaggerated his inauguration.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing, isn't it? How many people were actually there? Because how do they count? I don't know how they count these things. Now, I know they counted that there were supposedly 4 million people on Copacabana Beach back in '94 when it was New Year's Eve, and there was a Rod Stewart concert as well. And they
4 million people.
And they claimed that there were 2 million, or was it 1.5 million were claimed for when the Rolling Stones did it, and now they're trying to claim it's 1.6 million for Madonna, which seems a conveniently it's just a little bit more than the Rolling Stones. How they count it, how they really work it out, I don't know. But
got one of those clicker things they use on nightclubs.
But clearly, it was a massive audience, no doubt, from what you can say. Anyway, I'm delaying, Ben, because you've got the quiz.
I have got the quiz. Right, there's 25 questions.
Yeah.
There is a possible score of 37. You need to get 26 right. That's 70%.
I've got to get 70%. Okay.
Yeah.
And if I fail to get 70%, what happens?
Then you've got to do the Vogue dance at the clock tower in Rugby. You know that. You're struggling with the left and right of the screen as well.
I'm struggling with the left and right of the screen.
Yeah. I thought that might be the case. Are you Madonna'd up? Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Right, a nice easy one to get you off with.
Can you ask me what her name and what's her name? That would do.
No. Which hospital was Madonna born in? No, I'm only joking. What year was Madonna born?
And there's no multiple choice, I take it.
There's no. I can give you multiple choice.
I don't really need it. It's 1958.
It is 1958. So you've got one. Are you ready for question 2? Which band did she play guitar, drums, and vocals for back in the late 70s, early 80s? So you did a little bit guitar, a little bit drums, a little bit vocals. What was the name of that band?
If I've got this right, I think this was The Breakfast Club.
Great movie as well. Have you ever seen that movie?
I've never actually seen that movie.
What?
I've never seen it. No, I know it's like a quintessential 80s movie, isn't it?
Oh, you know, and it's got the only Simple Minds song in it that anybody actually knows.
Was Sean Penn in that?
No,
he wasn't. No, I wonder if there was some kind of weird
Andrew Michael David John Hall or whatever his name is. Then you had do you know what? Molly Ringwald, Ali Sheedy, Judd Nelson, Emilio Estevez, and some others.
Right.
Went on and on. So yeah, no, very good film. I love that film, Phil. So you need to watch it. Anyway, 100% so far, Philster. Madonna was famously married to Sean Penn, but who did she pen the hit "Papa Don't Preach" with?
Oof.
Was it Dave Barry, Chris Smith, Brian Elliott, or Michael Andrews?
It's one of those.
It's one of them, yeah.
Could you run them by me again?
No, because I made up most of them just now on the spot.
One of those is the co-writer of Papa Don't Preach.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Brian Elliott.
It is Brian Elliott. Well done, Phil. So that's 3 out of 3.
I'm glad you gave me multiple choice because I would have said another name if you had.
Oh, I've let myself down.
Must have activated a slight memory thing.
Yes, yeah. Okay, question 4. Madonna appeared in the 1990 film Dick Tracy. Bit awful, that film, but it's not as bad as I remember. But what was the name of her character in the film?
Yeah, I've not seen it for a long time. She was called Breathless Mahoney.
She was Breathless the Blank Mahoney. So that's 4 out of 4, Philster. Next question. How many UK #1 singles has Madonna had?
I read this not long ago. I'm trying to remember whether I got the correct, whether I'm remembering this number right. I think it's 13.
You think or you know?
Well, I don't know any better, so I think that's the number that's coming into my head. So I'm saying 13.
It is 13. Yeah. So that's 5 out of 5. Right. Next question.
Yeah.
I thought some of these, I thought I made them a little bit too hard, and it just seems that you're smashing them out the park, Philster.
I don't know. I'm sure you'll get me soon. Don't worry.
Right. Question 6. Madonna shares her name with her mother. But what did her family call her? What nickname did her family call her?
I think they called her Nonny or Little Nonny.
Six out of 6. Right. Next one. Question 7. Can you list the pre-millennium albums, Madonna's pre-millennium albums, in order of release? And there's 7 marks available for this one.
Oof.
So
Right.
albums, and there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's obviously 7 because there's 7 marks. I don't know why I had to count them.
So are you including? Yeah, okay, right. Obviously not including EPs. It's just albums.
No, just,
right.
just
Okay.
albums.
Okay. So the first one is Madonna, or the first album as it was called in the UK, but it was called Madonna in America.
Yeah.
Then it's Like a Virgin.
Yeah.
And then we're into 1986. So then it's True Blue.
Yeah.
Now, 1987, I don't know whether you're counting this because on one hand, it's a film soundtrack and she's not on all the songs, and that's Who's That Girl? So I don't know whether that counts.
No, I've not included that one.
That's not, doesn't count as a Madonna album. No, she's only on a few songs. There was an album in 87 that was a remix album, so I don't know whether you're counting that.
No.
But that's You Can Dance. That was the remix album. Are you counting that?
No.
Not counting that. Okay, that's fine. So then the next one is Like a Prayer.
Yeah.
And then we're into 1990. So then it's I'm Breathless.
No.
Like a Prayer. Is I'm Breathless on that list? Because that's from the movie, the Dick Tracy movie. So I don't know whether that counts as an album.
No.
That's not counting as an album either, because that's the soundtrack. Okay. So then you counted the Immaculate Collection, because that's the next one, but that's a compilation.
Yeah,
so,
I haven't counted that.
Okay, so the next one is Erotica.
It is, yeah.
Okay. So after that, it's Bedtime Stories.
Yes.
And then after that, she did the Evita movie, but does that count? Because that's the soundtrack as well.
No, you're just rubbing it in now, aren't
so
you?
So then that's 96. So then it's Ray of Light.
It is Ray of Light. I'm just going to plug my headphones.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put these ones back in. Are you there, Philster?
I'm still here. You can still hear me, yeah. I can still hear you.
Oh, yes, I can still hear you. No, I forgot that these are the headphones I broke last week. And I kept putting in and out. So, yeah, she got 7 out of 7. All right.
How many have I got in total now?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Did you like that?
Okay.
See what I did there?
I saw that.
Which song is not on the Rebel Heart album? Is it Messiah, Hold Tight, Wash All Over Me, or Falling Free?
Oof. That's a good question.
I know, that's why I asked it.
Messiah, I think, is on the... I think I may be wrong with this, but I think it's Falling Free. I'm going for Falling Free.
You sure?
No, I'm not, but I'm going to have to go with that because that's what I'm thinking. I can't.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not totally sure, but I'm going with Falling Free.
You want to change it?
No, I'm just going with it.
Yeah, it's Falling Free. I hate my life. Anyway, question 9. What does it all matter anyway?
I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter that much, does it?
Which
Apart from the
song?
fact that you want me to Vogue.
Yeah, I do want you to Vogue. Yeah, I thought
Vogue
that'd be quite good.
wearing underwear through the town centre. But apart from that, yeah.
Right. Which song contains a lyric? You do it so often, you start to believe it.
Oh God, I don't know.
Is it Crave, One More Chance, Pretender, or Voices?
I'm saying Crave.
You're saying Crave? Oh, look
Yeah,
at this.
Not sure on it.
My office support has just bought me a nice cup of green tea. You're saying Crave?
I'm saying Crave.
Just 1 second, Philster. Yes, I've got him.
I thought he might have got one.
It's Voices.
Ah,
So, look at this. I've actually done it over 3 pages. That's how much thought I put into this quiz.
I'm impressed. I'll tell you what, viewers. He sent me a photo last night. He was sitting on his sofa in his dressing gown, by the looks of it.
I had shorts on. I had my shorts on, and I had my Crocs on. And
I wasn't actually going to embarrass you by letting the viewers know that you were wearing Crocs, but you decided to just say that anyway.
In fact, here they are. Tagging Crocs, I'll get a free pair. There you go, Crocs. Wear them. They're great. Thank you, Crocs. Anyway, question 10. Madonna has never performed a Super Bowl halftime show. True or false?
That's false because she did it in 2012.
Yeah, okay. Oh, God, this one's easy as well. In fact, they're all bloody easy. Which album received 4 Grammy Awards? Do you want it multiple choice? Which album of Madonna received 4 Grammy Awards?
Well, I don't know.
Do you want?
Go on, give us a multiple choice then.
God.
Or you can say there's no multiple choice if you like.
I'll tell you what, I'll say no multiple choice, and then you have to guess.
I'm just trying to think which would have won 4 Grammys. I don't think they would have given her 4 Grammys in the early days because I reckon she was too controversial. I think they were a bit more conservative at the Grammys, so I think they would have sort of found a reason not to give her one. I'm thinking it must be a little bit later than that, and I think the obvious one to go for is Ray of Light, because that had quite a lot of acclaim at the time. Then I'm thinking, do I remember that getting Grammys? But I don't really follow the Grammys very closely.
We could get a Grammy, Phil. That's how.
Yeah. Could it have been? I think it could have been that, or it could have been Confessions on a Dance Floor. I'm not thinking it could have been many of the others since then. What was the one where she won an award and Elton John was really annoyed because he thought he was going to win it? Or was that a Golden Globe? And they panned to Elton John's face, and it was obvious he wasn't happy that she'd won it. I can't think what that was. I think that might have been the Golden Globes, not the Grammys. But that was a later one. I'm gonna have to go for. I'm thinking maybe it could have been Music, because that was quite popular at the time.
That was a good album. Yeah.
That was quite big at the time. There was quite a lot of hits off that, wasn't there?
Music makes the people come together. Yeah.
The thing is, they give Grammys for like best vocal performance or best video or best. And sometimes it's for
best breathing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Maybe it was Music. I'll kick myself if I change it from Ray of Light, won't I? I'm going to go for Music. I'll say it was that.
You're correct. It wasn't Music. It was Ray of Light. Yes! Back in the game. Oh, baby. Right. Which song's arrangement is completely backwards? Do you want multiple choice on this one?
Well, there's only one I can think of where it's totally backwards.
Go on.
and that's act of contrition.
You are correct. Because that's wrong. It's what it feels like for a girl.
Is it? Is that totally backwards?
Yeah.
Totally backwards. All right, maybe the other one isn't totally backwards then.
Oh, I am reeling you in. Whoop,
Ooh.
whoop, whoop, whoop.
It's getting close.
It's 3 wrong. Madonna was married to Guy Ritchie. But how Ritchie is Madonna? Does she have a personal fortune of... Do you know what I did there? I've tickled myself with that one. Is it 1,850,000,000, 750 million, or 925 million? And I got this off of Forbes. I don't
This is
know how
according
much
to
up to
Forbes.
date this. Yeah.
Well, I don't think it can be a billion because haven't they just said that Taylor Swift is a billion and she's the first billionaire pop star, although so they claim.
Well, no, because hasn't Beyonce got more than a billion?
Or she already got that. I don't know, maybe. Or is it that Swift has done it from just music, whereas Beyonce's done it from other businesses as well?
Yeah.
Anyway, but I don't think it's a bit. I don't think they've claimed a billion for Madonna. Now the 850 is ringing a bell for me, but I don't know whether that's what was also claimed about Paul McCartney. But then didn't Paul McCartney have not as much money as people had claimed when he got divorced from what's her name,
Heather Mills?
And it wasn't as much as these rich lists had been saying. But I don't know. I'm going to go for the 850 because I don't know. Anyway,
it is 850 million.
Ta-da.
Bummer. Right. In 2015, Madonna was dragged off stage at the Brit Awards. But what song was this during?
Do you know, I've gone...
And I knew that was going to happen. I said to the person I was sat with at the time, she's going to fall down that stage. You could see her with the clasp. You couldn't get the clasp undone quick enough.
Yeah. Why do I not know this? I should know this, shouldn't I? Do you know, I actually know that the cape was made by Armani.
It was, yeah.
It was,
yeah.
but I don't know what the bloody song was.
Well,
I don't think it was.
I think it was a new single at the time.
I think it was. I think it's off the Rebel Heart album. I don't think it's... I'm going to say Living for Love, but I don't think I'm right.
Are you sure?
I'm going to say it.
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
God damn you, Phil!
It was. Of course, yes.
I think it's because I put these sunglasses on. It gave you the answer. Anyway. Damn it. What are Madonna's top 5 songs on Spotify? And there was 5 points available. Oof. So this could make or break you, Philster.
As of right now?
As of right now, I went on there the other day.
Okay. The top 5 on Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think if there's any that have been... the thing with Spotify, it's a bit weird because they're not necessarily the artist's most popular songs ever.
No, they're not.
Because sometimes it's just what the younger generation is streaming. So...
Well, I noticed Wonderwall's on 1.9 billion plays.
Right.
Which is crazy.
What's in the top 5? Let's have a think. What could possibly be in there? And what would people go and check out to stream if they were young people and they were never heard of? They might go on and stream something. I'm going to say...
I'll give you a clue. I'm pretty sure 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are pre-millennium.
Yeah, I was thinking most of A lot of them would be.
One
Right.
of them I'm not too sure of. I've never heard the track.
Right. I'm going to say Like a Prayer.
Yes, it is. One.
It's got to be in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Like a Virgin.
2.
And I'm going to say Material Girl.
Incorrect.
Oof.
2 guesses left.
2 guesses left. Oh, hang on. Is there one of them that I think might be up there? But then I'm taking a bit of a risk on this. I think it might be up there, but I may be wrong. I'm going to go with La Isla Bonita.
It is in there. Look at that little smug grin he gave there. Just as a...
I just thought, just a relief that was, because I was
Yeah.
thinking, oh, is that in there or is that not in there?
You got 3 out of 4. You got, but there's 2 left.
And you've never heard of one of them.
I've never heard of one of them yet.
That's weird, isn't it? You think it would be one that everyone had heard of.
Oh, look at that cranium pulsing with thoughts.
No, because I was just thinking what it might have been, but then I'm thinking, no, you'd know that because it's on the Ray of Light album, and you know that album. So
yeah, but I might know it once I've heard it, but I just didn't recognise the song title.
Oh, right, okay.
But it's not Ray of Light, because that would be pretty obvious.
That would be pretty obvious. Okay, I'm going to say Vogue. Surely, maybe that's on there.
Incorrect. Phil State, you got 3 out of 5, which isn't a bad effort.
Not bad.
But it was Like a Virgin, La Isla Bonita, Like a Prayer, Holiday, and Hung Up.
Right. Which one of those don't you know?
Hung Up. I can't remember Hung Up.
It's all with the ABBA sample on. Every little thing that you say and do, I'm hung up. I'm hung up on. Time goes by so slowly. You must know
that one. Yes,
yeah?
yes, I do know. Yes, yeah. I do like that one. So I have heard of it. So no, you got 3 anyway. So 60% on that one. That is right. Yeah. Right. Question 16. In 1994, Madonna famously wore goat horns on a Versace robe. This was said to be inspired after watching Dan Aykroyd in Dragnet. True or false?
I don't know. I can't remember that, you know. Can't remember that. I'll say it's true.
It's false. That's my question I got you on. Who's Dan Aykroyd, Dragnet and goat horns? Yeah.
I've no idea. Well, I don't. At least I didn't spend too long on it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's my little joke question, and which I thought you were just gonna go for. Yeah, but anyway, question 17. Which is the most common chord used by Madonna in her tracks?
God.
Do you want a clue?
Go on.
G minor, B minor, G major, C major.
Well, as you know, I'm not really a musicologist.
Nor am I.
Probably, you know.
I don't even know if the ones I just made up there are actual chords.
Well, I'm going to go with C major.
Close. It was G major.
Oh.
G major. Madonna was born in Michigan, but which one-hit wonder from the 90s was written by her fellow Michigan resident? I'll give you a clue. I mention them a lot.
This is this a group? Is this?
It is a group.
Is it You Get What You Give by the New Radicals?
It is You Get What You Give by the New Radicals, Philster. Well done, Philster. Greg Alexander was born in, is it Point Gross in Michigan? So, right, here we go. How many records has Madonna sold? So this is album, singles, and digitally. Is it 450 million, 400 million, 425 million, or 500 million?
Well, if I looked on this on Wikipedia a few months ago, I was looking at the best-selling artists, and at that point there was an estimate that she'd sold 350 million, which put her on sort of level pegging with Elton John, behind Jackson, Presley, Beatles.
Yeah.
But then I noticed the other day her manager, Guy Asiri, had tweeted or put on Instagram that Guinness World Records had apparently verified 400 million. So I'm saying 400 million.
Is that what you're going for?
That's what I'm going for. Because that's what our manager tweeted. So
that is correct. It is 400 million. Right, we're into the last 5, 2 of which I wrote just before we start recording. So, which record label released her first single, Everybody?
it was, it wasn't a different label.
No.
I'm sure it was the first. I'm gonna have to go with Sire, Sire.
You have to give me style.
Yeah, she was on Sire.
Yes, it was Sire. It was Sire. Who was the first artist to sign to Madonna's Maverick label?
Ugh.
And there you go. And I'm not going to give you a bonus point, but if you can tell me who was almost the first artist to sign to it, who didn't end up signing to it, so this other artist ended up signing to it.
Right. Well, I'm trying to think of artists who actually were on Maverick, and the only one that is ringing out
Prodigy.
to me.
Cleopatra were on Maverick.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, Cleopatra coming at you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say, although I'll be surprised if she was the first one signed, but maybe she was. But the only one I can think of, so I'm going to have to say it, is Alanis Morissette.
Yes, Alanis Morissette. Do you know who almost became the first person to sign to Maverick record label?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. This would have been around 1994. Was this someone who obviously
94.
this someone who became successful around that time?
No, this is somebody who was already successful, and especially sort of early 90s.
And then they
94, I suppose, is mid 90s, isn't it? So
who nearly signed to it?
They're British.
Oh, British. Okay. I'd be thinking it was some kind of pop act.
I've got the hots for her.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Betty Boo.
It was Betty Boo, yeah. But her mother was unfortunately ill at the time, so she took a step back from music. Otherwise, she would have been the first artist to sign on the Maverick record label. So we're into the final 4 questions.
How many have I got so far?
Oh, Philster, I'm not going to tell you because you'll put extra effort in. I'm going to leave you hanging. In what year did Madonna smooch Britney and Christina at the MTV Music Awards?
Oh.
Smoochy. I've got that laminated, that smooch.
I suspect it's longer ago than I think. I'm going to say 2004.
Oh, incredible. Wrong. It was 2003.
Oh, God. Dear me.
So, how many studio albums has Madonna released? So, this is no remix albums or soundtracks, anything like that. So, just standalone Madonna studio albums.
Right. Well, you gave me 7 up
Yeah.
to.
Is that your final answer?
No, because you said up to the turn of the millennium. So we got up to Ray of Light, didn't we? That was number 7.
Yeah.
So there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Here we go.
So it's 14.
Incorrect. As in, I'm incorrect in thinking you would get that wrong. So, in 1978, Madonna dropped out of college and moved to New York. Was it the Wombats who did that, moving to New York? How much did she have in her pocket, reportedly, when she left? Was it $25?
$35.
God damn it, Bill! Don't know what bother. Last question. Are you ready for the last question?
That is a big fact in Madge law, that she had $35. But there you go.
Where did Material Girl come in the American Billboard charts on its release? Was it 1, 2, 3, or 7?
It's a good question.
It is a good question.
I'm not very good on chart positions. I think Like a Virgin was the first number 1 in America. I think.
Whatever.
No, her first one.
Oh.
So I think, did Material Girl come out before that? I think maybe it did. Or did it come out after that? Maybe it came out after that. So maybe that was number 1 as well. In America.
That's my trick question. I'm going to have to rush you, Phil. I'm going to have to ask you an answer. Can you answer the question?
I'm trying to think. I can't remember what order those songs came out off that album. I know in Britain, I think Material Girl came out after Like a Virgin, I think.
Never in my entire life I heard somebody whittle on so much without.
I'm saying it was a number 2 in America.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. But I'm just going for.
Are you sure?
I'm going for it being a number 2.
Ooh, Phil Stir. I'll let you change your mind if you want to.
Because it's harder to get number 1 in America, and I don't think she had everything.
I'll let you change your mind if you want to. That's
no, I'm saying Material Girl got to.
Oh well, 2. I don't care anymore, Phil. Right, let me add up what you got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Please, viewers, I don't really want to do naked voguing through the street.
How many did I say you had to get?
I think you said I had to get 20. You said 70%. What is that out of 30? Out of 35? Did you say it was 26 out of 35? I know you said it was 70%.
20. Are you ready, Philster? It was at 37, wasn't it?
Oh, 37.
Yeah.
26 divided by 37. Well, that's 70%. Yeah. So I had to get 26. What did I get? Can't see it. Oh, 27 out of 37. Yay. So that's just over 70% then. 27 divided by 37 is 72.97 is basically 73%.
But no, it's 72.97%. Well done, Philster. You don't have to vogue it in the middle of town.
Thank goodness for that.
Well, thank goodness to the people of Rugby who don't have
I
witnessed
think
it.
they will be more pleased than anybody, to be honest.
Yeah. So that's it. That's your Madonna quiz.
That's it, viewers. Madge-tastic. Would you like to do a quiz? You know, we could do one for you. We could bring you on and give you a quiz if you'd like to do one.
I think we should get our shoegazing friend on for a shoegazing quiz.
That's a good idea. I think we might have to put that out.
If you're interested, Sam, you know where we are.
And yeah, anyone else wants to do it, and I might have to give you one soon as well, just to put you through.
What, a quiz?
The quiz for sure. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for watching, viewers. We'll be back with another one very soon. All the best. Take care.